Welcome everyone to the webinar. My name is Justin Halliday, and if you are here tonight live with us, welcome. Or perhaps you're catching this on a recording and a family member or a friend or even someone you met online today invited you to come and take a look at this business. I can promise you that the next 25 minutes could change the course of your life in a major way. And listen, if talking about money makes you uncomfortable, then this may not be the call for you, because tonight is all about your money. So let's get into it. What comes to mind when you think of the fastest growing industry over the past 10 years? Technology? More specifically, how about software, apps, and games? And listen, guys, when you're taking a look at a business, you really want to look at the market. And this one affects just about every man, woman, and child on the entire planet. Everyone is involved in software, apps, and games. So what's unique about our model? You get paid from all three divisions of the company. And from what we can tell, you can earn more money with less people than any other company in the 80-year history of network marketing. And tonight, we will go through all three divisions. Changing the world through ideas. Our model is simple, and our pay plan is packed with limitless income potential. Does limitless income potential get you excited? Well, it should. And it all starts with research. We use your research to find the coolest mobile app and game ideas on the planet. We then take your ideas and we develop them into mobile apps and games. These could be your ideas, they could be your children's ideas, your children's friends' ideas, your friends' ideas, or even your neighbor's kids' ideas. Just imagine the possibilities, guys. You will not find another company anywhere in the world quite like Voltage Partners. In fact, we are the first company in the world that crowdsources ideas for mobile apps and games. Do I have your attention now? Let me say it another way. Our partners, like you and your team, bring us ideas. We take the best ones and we build them into successful mobile apps and games that are then sold worldwide. Best part, when these ideas become successful, you get paid. Now, the third genius part of our business: there are millions of apps and games in the App Store that are never successful. One word: distribution. You see, we can distribute your apps and games like no one else. We take your mobile apps and games and we place them in the largest social gaming network ever, called the AMP Hub. AMP Hub is based on the concept that combining games with social networking can bring in millions of users. And this is the basis for, you guessed it, distribution. Simply put, we gather your ideas. That's the research. We build the best ones into mobile apps and games development, and then we load these apps and games into the AMP Hub, distribution. You're probably asking yourself, what does it mean for me? Voltage Partners gives everyone a chance to own part of a successful mobile app or game and cash in on one of the fastest growing trends in history. And yes, folks, no industry experience is required. As a member of Voltage Partners, you get paid for each of the three parts: the research, the development, and the distribution. Number one, you and your team get paid for research. Number two, you and your team will get paid for the successful ideas. And number three, you and your team get paid for sharing the mobile apps and games. There is no other business that exists like Voltage Partners. Let's take a closer look at the corporate staff. We have our CEO at the top there, Mr. Gordon Comfort. Mr. Gordon Comfort has over 15 years of experience in the business world, managing large teams, very successful, also has experience as a CEO. Some of his specialties include he's an expert in evaluating, creating, growing, and sustaining high performance teams. Core competencies include strategy, design, and development, profit and loss management, and the list goes on, folks. He's got a master's degree from Harvard and is currently finishing up his PhD. To the right, we have Mr. Tory Webb. Tory brings over 20 years of experience in executive and senior management experience to the table, specializing in organization and business development of startups and emerging companies with an emphasis on financial modeling, new product development, strategic planning, and sales and marketing. 20 years experience in financial risk management. Again, just an exceptional resume when it comes to growing large global corporations. To the right is Mr. Tim Crumlin. Tim is our serial entrepreneur. He is our chief marketing officer with an extensive background in managing and marketing using his 13 years of leadership experience. He specializes in online marketing strategies and growing the Voltage Partners brand. That brings me over there to Sean Kafensis, who is also an accomplished business owner with an emphasis in business operations and management, over 25 years of experience in business development and design, international sales, has grown multi-million-dollar companies, ladies and gentlemen, hundreds of millions of dollars. And then Vaughn Tarver, whose experience is in the direct sales industry, and his experience spans over the last 4 decades. Vaughn's career includes everything from being a distributor to the ownership side, serving as a vendor to the industry for 12 years. He's been master distributor for 4 large organizations and also sits on multiple boards within the industry. And that's me there down on the bottom. My name is Justin Halliday. I am your master distributor. A little over 20 years of experience in corporate America, mostly in software sales, and education sales management. Made the jump in 2011 to network marketing, and then in 2013 left corporate America to maintain and grow my network marketing businesses exclusively from home. I like to think that I bring a solid work ethic, drive, and determination to this leadership team. And we do have a team, folks. It is an all-star staff. Very important thing that I want you to know here, that this is not just some interesting concept or a cool idea that these guys have come up with. This is a business that has been built over the last 5 years, and with the Voltage piece, the network marketing arm has now been in business for over a year and a half. Very important that you understand that, because in this industry, over 90% of companies that get started in network marketing go out of business in their first 6 months. We are here to stay, and one of the most refreshing things that you'll hear from our CEO and the rest of this staff is that this company is being run like a global Fortune 100 software company. Talk about having the right team in place. Now, did you know that out of the top 25 richest billionaires in the world, in the last 10 years, 18 of them made their billions in technology, and 12 of the 18 in software? You want to talk about being in the right time at the right place. And I'm going to let you in on a little secret tonight. The marketing budgets in these software companies are huge. Big difference here with Voltage Partners. We pay you, and we don't hold back. As a VIP, you can earn more money with less people than any other company in the 80-year history of network marketing that we know of. And I'm going to show you here exactly what that means. Number one, you and your team get paid for research. It doesn't get any more simpler than that. On the networking side of the business, we have a fast start, which we call an ideation development commission. For every person you frontline into business, for every VIP you help get started, you get a fast start. We run the voltage side on a balanced binary. It comes with a 5-level check match, various other lifestyle bonuses, and how about this thank you support bonus? This goes to your spouse or significant other. If you designate one in the back office, as you reach a certain rank within the company, your spouse gets a bonus for supporting your business. Now let's take a closer look here at the binary. It all starts with a left and a right. Binary means two, and so if you put one active partner on the left and one active partner on the right, and all of the people in the world you just helped to get started, you are now qualified. That qualification entitles you to start earning commissions out of the compensation plan on the binary side. It also qualifies you for some stock and some other things. Now, as your organization grows and you continue to go out and share this amazing business with people, and you continue to help people get started, you get to a point where you have 5 active personals on the left and 5 active personals on the right, and you're basically in a position now to where you can start maxing out the pay plan. And as your organization grows and matures, so does your check. Now listen, if this looks like a foreign language to you, okay, if you have never built one of these before and you're looking at this for the very first time, please don't worry. You don't need to become an expert tonight. We will go through this all together and make sure you understand it and that you know how to build it. The binary can earn you up to $25,000 a week. Now listen, there's going to be some people that are in this business that are making a couple $100 a week, and that's what they're looking to make. There are going to be people that are making a couple of $1,000 a week, and then there are going to be some top earners that are out there making multiple 5-figure checks, folks. And so really it just depends on you and what your goals are. Now we do have this amazing August stock bonus promotion available right now, which kind of goes hand in hand with the last slide you've seen. It's called the 5-4-3-2-1. What that means is here in the month of August, everybody is eligible for this. So if you get started tonight and you bring on your first 2 partners, you're going to go ahead and get 5,000 shares of company stock. You bring on your next 2, you're going to get 4,000 shares of stock. Your next 2 are going to earn you 3,000. Your next 2 are going to earn you 2,000. And your next 2, for a total of 8 direct partners, is going to earn you another 1,000. That is going to get you a total of 15,000 shares. You're going to place 5 of those partners on the left and 5 of those partners on the right. Now, if you do that in the month of August and you get the 10, the company is going to throw in an additional 5,000 share bonus for a total of 20,000 shares. Now, listen, those shares I don't know what those shares are going to be worth. I don't know how valuable they're going to be, but I can tell you right now, my goal, and this should be your goal, is to get my hands on as many of those shares as I can. I've seen enough stories, I've read enough reports of the people working at Walmart and Amazon and Dell who were awarded some shares, early shares of company stock before those companies ever went public. And if this company does half of what we believe it can do, those shares could be worth hundreds of dollars here in the future. Now, above and beyond on top of that, if you do qualify in your first 30 days and you bring on just 2 VIPs, remember, 1 left and 1 right, that earns you an additional 2,000 shares. And above that, there's also shares for rank advancement. So you're looking at a minimum of 20,000 possible shares or even more. That brings us to the check match. The check match pays down 5 generations. You'll see there 20% for generation 1. That's everybody you personally enroll into the business. That can run wide as you want. You can bring 5 on. You can bring on 50. For every person that you personally enroll, you're going to receive a 20% check match for everything they're making out of the binary, ladies and gentlemen. 10% on generation 2, 10% on generation 3, 5% on generation 4, and 5% on generation 5. Now, once you get your mind around this and you understand the potential revenue, the income that you can generate for yourself, you're going to have more people down on generation 5. And so, there's a lot of horsepower in the check match. 5 levels pays up to a total of 50%. There's also a car bonus on the voltage side of the business. That auto bonus pays out 500, 1,000, and 1,500. Now we have a little special nuance in our auto bonus here. Most of the companies out there, not all of them, but most of them, when you hit that auto bonus, they require you to go down to BMW or Lexus, and they require you to pick out a white or a silver, maybe a black car, and sometimes it has their logo on it, and they lock you into a 36-month lease. Not here at Voltage. If you hit the auto bonus, you get the cash. Now, some of these other companies, if you decide you don't want the car, they take your $800 or your $1,000 auto bonus and they cut it in half. They give you $400 cash. Again, not here. You hit the auto bonus, it's your cash. You want to buy a car, buy a car. You want to buy a bike, buy a bike. You want to put that money in the bank and save it for whatever you want to do with it, it's your money. You get to do what you want with it, ladies and gentlemen. Number 2, part of the pay plan. You and your team get paid for successful ideas. Again, we're talking about the most explosive industry on the planet, ladies and gentlemen. Heck, Google and Apple combined for $15 billion in revenue in the first quarter of 2017. You and your team will get paid for successful ideas. You will earn 50% of the net profit of all the successful ideas you submit. Again, those could be your ideas, your children's ideas, your neighbor's kids' ideas. They could be your children's friends' ideas, your coworkers' ideas. It doesn't matter. You submit the idea, it goes on and starts generating revenue in the app stores, and you earn 50% passive income for the life of that app or game. Then you can split the net profit for any ideas you help others submit, and we leave this up to you to decide. You'll also earn from all successful ideas submitted all over the world. This is one of the coolest pieces of the business, guys. It's called the Global Development Pool, where you will share in the net profits from all mobile apps and games, regardless of rank or title. You're looking at an income stream that does not require you to ever sponsor a single person. All you have to do is be a paid VIP, and you are earning out of income stream number 2. And income stream number 3, you and your team get paid for sharing mobile apps and games. The AMP Hub, we already talked a little bit about it, rewards you, our associates, by passing 100% of the revenue received from the social network. That's all of the ad revenue and the eventual in-app purchases. All of that revenue gets passed back to you, our associates. AMP Hub also offers an ad-free gameplay subscription where these users of the social gaming hub can pay a low monthly subscription to turn off all the ads. Those annoying ads, yeah, they can turn them off. And for every subscription you sell, you get paid. And for every subscription your team sells, you get paid. And then combine this with a very powerful forced compressed matrix, you now have a winning front end of the program. What does that mean? Most of the businesses out there on the front end of the pay plan is a fast start bonus, and that's it. Not here at this program. In fact, we're going to cover that here in a second. But with the AMP Hub, you can get paid for sharing one fun, free, addictive app. Again, introducing the biggest social gaming hub ever right now today live in the Apple App Store, in the Android Google Play Store, and on the web right there, amphub.io. Listen, guys, the mobile gaming industry is massive and sweeping the planet. Not a gamer? That's okay, because millions of people are. So why the AMP Hub? There are literally, we talked about this, but there are literally millions and millions of apps and games in the Play Store, in the Apple App Store. The vast majority of those apps and games sit on the shelf and see very little attention from the masses. In fact, unless an app or game developer spends large amounts of marketing dollars, the app or game will usually only get a handful of downloads. Even if it could be the next Pokemon Go, the next Candy Crush, it will only get a few thousand downloads. So instead of giving our marketing dollars to these advertising agencies to get our apps and games out to the community, Voltage Partners gives their marketing budget to us, to you, to our AMP associates who are out there sharing the apps and games with your friend and family network through the largest social gaming hub ever. We believe that combining social networking like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram with games will bring the masses. The AMP program, like I said, comes with this is the front end of the program, ladies and gentlemen. It comes with a 3 generational fast start bonus. It comes with a 3x9 matrix that pays out $3 a spot. You do the math, there's 29,523 spots. That's just shy of about $90,000 a month. A fully featured ad network. Now, for those people that don't subscribe to remove the ads, they're going to be monetized through the ads. And so for every member you invite to the social network for free, every time they watch an ad, you get paid. How cool is that? And then, of course, selling that ad-free gameplay subscription, that is that is on the retail sales side. There's just a quick look at the matrix. It all starts with going out and finding the right team. And when you find just 3 people to come on board with you, you now open up all 9 levels. And again, you're getting paid $3 a spot down on 9 levels in your matrix, in your first matrix. How does the matrix work? For those of you, again, you don't need to become an expert tonight. In fact, most of the top earners in this industry don't fully understand their comp plan to begin with, but you're at the top. It's got 9 levels. Your first level is 3, second level 9, third level 27, and so on. Any associates you bring in or your team brings in beyond your first 3 are placed underneath others in the matrix using a forced compress, which means the next associate who joins will automatically be placed in the next available spot from left to right, sort of like a typewriter. The more people you bring in, the more money you make, and the more people they bring in, the more money you make. This is cool. This is the best kind of matrix. AMP compresses every 60 days, meaning if a spot of yours goes inactive, that spot will not remain inactive forever. Those dead spots will be compressed up, pulling more income up into your 9 levels. Again, this is the front end of the program. Now, maximizing your income with AMP. Maximizing your income. That's right. We said first matrix. But who only wants one for one of the planet's fastest growing industries, right? Apps and games. With AMP, once the first 3 levels of your matrix are full, with 39 active AMP associates, which only requires 1 personally sponsored and active AMP associate from you, you can start a second matrix. You take it down on your 4th level. You open up a second 3x9. And that's not enough. Once your first 3 levels in your second matrix are full, with 39 active AMP associates, you can start a third matrix. That's 3 global 3x9 forced compressed matrix, folks. That's a $270,000 a month potential income. And listen, here's my disclaimer. You're never going to fill a matrix. It's impossible. But if you had 3 running and you were working on building 3 of those and you just did 10%, that's $27,000 a month. If you were to just, let's be underachievers tonight. Let's be the biggest underachievers in the world. Let's just say we do 5%. What's that? 19, 18,000, something like that. It's crazy the amount of income that comes from the front end. That's the front end. The back end of the program is the binary, the check match, the auto bonus. That's obviously where the bigger money is. But both sides of the program, I believe, are going to create multiple 6-figure earners. So here's where it happens. Okay, so what's next? Getting started? It's real simple. Follow me here. You can start just with AMP. If you're here today and you just want to get started with AMP, that's the low end side of the program. It's $50. $49.99 to get started. That covers your setup training and first month, and then $49.99 every month thereafter. That includes your website, all of your marketing, all of your training, all of your support. You get in the matrix. You're earning the fast start bonuses. In fact, so $49.99 a month for AMP. Then you can get started on the voltage side. These programs are kept completely separate, 2 separate divisions inside of the Voltage Partners program. The professional package will cost $99 one time. That's setup, training, and first month. And then for only $100 a month, you can take advantage of the voltage side. That's where you're part of the binary. You get to submit 2 idea packages. That's where the company's going to review those ideas. They're going to determine which ones are market ready and which ones they're going to go ahead and start building. unlimited surveys. Remember, you and your team get paid for the market research through the surveys. 10 global development points. That's where that shared pool starts to take effect. And the AMP membership is not included. So you can do AMP for $49.99, or you can do Voltage for $100 a month, or you can look at the premium package. For $125 a month, you take advantage of everything we're doing here. It is an all-inclusive package, ladies and gentlemen. It allows you the max idea submission, which is 3, the max GDP points, which is 24. Oh, and you also have priority idea review, which means your ideas are reviewed in front of everyone else's. And check this out, get paid twice for every premium VIP on your team through the premium level. Now, I told you earlier that here at Voltage Partners, you can get paid more money for fewer people than any other company in the industry. You get paid twice for every distributor. We call them VIPs, for every premium VIP on your team, ladies and gentlemen. How does that happen, Justin? Show me how it happens. Well, you're part of, as a premium partner, you're part of the AMP matrix. That is a completely separate compensation plan. You're part of the Voltage binary. Remember, this happens all under one membership fee of $125 a month. And when you sign up a premium VIP under that package, they go in both compensation plans. You literally have one person now building their matrix and a binary at the same time. You will receive every Friday 2 separate checks off of one person, off of one team. Has never been done in the industry before, ladies and gentlemen. That is why you will earn more money with fewer people than any company in the 80-year history of network marketing. So what do you do next? 1, you join as a premium Voltage idea partner. Number 2, you share your story and you build your team, folks. Number 3, you qualify as a national consultant and start enjoying those lifestyle bonuses, the auto bonus, the trips, the vacations, and everything else that comes along with it. And then you go out and you help your team qualify as national consultants. Listen, I don't expect you to be an expert tonight. You're going through an education of this business, but I do believe that if you see it like we see it, heck, if you only see half of the vision, I'm going to ask you to go for it. Join us tonight. Join us right now as you're watching this playback. Get back with the person that invited you. Get their link. Lock in your spot, because we are building the coolest next billion-dollar tech company in the world.